Hello everybody, my name is Nobody. I'm going to be casting this quarterfinals matchup, or round of 8 matchup, between the bros, Timotheus and Matthias, two 2K players, and Pootson and Adstrike, who constitutes the Team Duo. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. But anyway, we're going to have Mongols versus Huns here in the right corner. Playing in the red, we're going to have Timotheus and Matthias. I'm not sure which player is taking which town center, though. Anyway, they're going to be playing as Mongols. In the left corner, in the purple, we're going to have Adstrike and Pootson playing as the Huns. So a lot of things to talk about in this matchup. Let me turn down my music a little bit. There we go. A lot of things to talk about in this matchup. I assume each player is going to take one town center here. The only difference between this and maybe a 2v2 is that the players are going to control the same... they can control the same units if they want. And they're, of course, going to have to share resources here. So there's going to be some very good communication here. There's going to have to be some anyway. Let's take a quick look at the Civ charts. For Timotheus and Matthias playing as the Mongols, a big bonus here is going to be the Hunter-Gatherer bonus. Able to click up to the next age a lot sooner here. Remember, it's going to work on 4 boars here, so double the bonus. Their light cavalry line of sight bonus, and then the Mangudie going into later on the game. They do get access to camel here, which could be a big deal in this situation, especially going against the Huns, which they love their cavalry. So camel definitely going to be an asset here. For the Huns, they're going to have their great economy due to not having to build houses. Cheaper cavalry archers, we might see them go into that, and most importantly, probably their stable bonus. See some quicker produced knights. But again, I think, just like we watched in one of these previous videos, the Mongols' camels definitely going to be an asset to the camels. So are we going to see the Huns go full into knights here, try to outproduce the camels with their faster build speed? Or are we going to see maybe cavalry archers? Or maybe we'll see the Huns go heavier into monks. We'll have to see. Let's take a look at the maps. Bottom left side, we're going to have, looks like an exposed gold over here. Could you see some walling through this left side here? This gold is still quite exposed, though, and it's going to be hard to wall this top side. Stones are safe in the back here. Very important for a Mongols player here. This gold does look pretty safe. Can see some walling in through here. These 2 golds very exposed. And could see a lack of gold early on. Let's take a look at this back gold here. Looks like some pretty vulnerable golds for the Bros team here. They're definitely going to want to play aggressive here. Stones look like in a good position for them, though. For Team Duo, forward gold on this left side here. Forward gold on this right side as well. I don't think that's that wallable. You can wall through here maybe, and I think it would be a good idea to do so. But also exposed gold. Look at this, all 3 golds in the same screen here. So they might also want to play aggressive here. Although they do have more golds in the back here. This is some pretty good position on the golds here. A little bit of a scout skirmish here. The Mongols, of course, getting the line of sight bonus. Able to pay a little more attention here, get the first few hits here. And let's see who wins the scout fight. Pretty good micro here. I assume both players trying to micro it out. Could lead to some miscommunication issues, though. And it looks like the Bros going to lose their first scout here. Villager number right now pretty much even. Actually, just about 1 villager ahead for the Bros. And the meta for Double Arabia is probably going to be a fast castle here into knights. Or maybe camels, we'll have to see. The reason it's going to be a fast castle, though, is because both players are going to want to produce villagers from both town centers. By the time you finally do get enough food to click up to the next age, you're probably also going to have enough food to click up to the castle age once you're up to the next age. And here we see that exposed gold. These 2 scouts can do a little harassment here. Maybe even pick off the villager. This villager's getting a little bit low. Going to move back for now. But it's good just to have the scouting information here. And some walls coming on this left side. Pretty good idea. They're going to choose to take the gold over here. Safer gold, good idea. Not taking a lot of gold over here. Only 500 food in the bank. I think they're going to have to idle their town centers just a little bit here. Maybe not. Blacksmith. Going to use the gold as part of the wall. This right side, it looks like it's going to be the economy side. Oftentimes you see players in Double Arabia just try to wall off one side. Say that's your economy. The other side's just going to be pure aggression. Makes it much easier to defend. I'm going to use this gold as part of the wall as well. I'm going to see a cavalry archers, actually. We saw this last time as Huns. Didn't work so well in that situation. And here's the second archer range. Both players going up to the next age right now. The bro's slightly ahead, actually. And villager number 2 more villagers for the bros team. This one scout is a monster scout, gonna chase back 2 scouts here. And what are we seeing from the bros? 1 stable. I don't see a second stable. Able to get a scout here. I think the scout will get away free. But only 1 stable from the bros, so maybe a camel defense. Let's go back to a little bit slower speed here. And there's the town center there. So Mongols, I think they're a little bit weaker in Castle Age. They really don't have any bonuses going for them. Maybe going to want to try to boom up until they get into the Imperial Age, where they can go for Mangudie, maybe heavy camel. And again, it just goes to show you what kind of asset the camels are going to be. The bros probably feel a little more confident in going for this defensive strategy due to their access to camels here. On the other hand, 3 archer ranges working away for the duo team. Right side is going to be the designated economy town center. Bodkin already being researched. And the bro's going to go up to 4 town centers right now. Camels, definitely don't want the camels to close the distance here. Going to take off a, take out a cavalry archer. What am I trying to say? And with some great micro here, the cavalry archers should be able to make short work of these camels. And I think 1 stable camel is not going to be enough to defend here. And at this point, I would expect that the duo team, just one of them is going to handle the military here. Going to have a lot of great micro with the cavalry archers. And as you can see here, just micro them as soon as they get within range of the camels. And the other player probably just working on the economy. Big upgrade, I think, in this situation. We didn't really see this last game, but husbandry, with all this micro that's going to be involved, definitely I think would be a very worthwhile upgrade here. And a very underrated technology in general, I think. Anyway, you got to do some damage with these cavalry archers here. Your opponents, they're going to go higher in villagers now. 64 to 58 villagers right now, off of those 4 town centers. Going to see a stable here for bloodlines, I assume. Or maybe that husbandry technology, we'll see. And I think, are camels faster than cavalry archers? I'm not exactly sure. I think they might be slightly faster. But they're certainly making short work of these cavalry archers right now, without all these upgrades. Here's husbandry! Wow! Wow, I just predicted the future. Let's see if that makes a big difference for them. 10% extra speed on these cavalry archers, much easier to micro. And so far, KD heavily in favor of the bros team here. As well as the villager number. Here's that husbandry upgrade, though. And Team Duo, you gotta make some damage here. You're falling farther and farther behind in villagers now. A little bit of raiding on this right side. And I'm just checking out the speed of these units right now. Looks like this camel is catching up, though. I'm going to switch point of views here. I'm going to check if they researched husbandry as well. And it looks like it was research for both players here, so both players know the importance of this technology. And great defense from the bros here. Even taking some of these relics. Still only 2 town centers from the duo team. Haven't made any real damage. Maybe killed a villager or 2 over here. And it looks like we'll snipe off this monk. Camel's gonna raid on the gold a bit. How often do you say that? Only 5 attack here. Gonna do 4 damage versus villagers. And it looks like they won't even kill a single villager. This is why you don't raid with camels. One of the reasons, anyway. We're going to see cavalry archers versus camels here. I wouldn't expect it to go that much different from last time, although maybe these cavalry archers are in a critical mask at this point. It looks like they are. Just able to one-shot. Makes a huge difference once you're able to one-shot. As you can see, the camel's not able to get on top of the cavalry archers now. And overall, this is going to go in the favor of the cavalry archers now. And this is a potentially weak point for the Mongols at this stage of the game. The critical mass of cavalry archers has been reached. All the Mongols can do is build more camels, maybe get bloodlines in. Castles definitely would be great to defend here. And we need to see some good positions on these castles. Finally, 3rd town center for Team Duo. Now 25 villagers behind. And here's a stable, I think, for, I'm not exactly sure, for more camels, of course. What am I talking about? Full town center being idled here, that's about 1/5 of the economy of the bros. So if we're finally seeing some damage by these cavalry archers, the question is it too late? And how well will a big mass of camels do against cavalry archers? Bloodlines now done, +1 armored now done. Bloodlines does make a big difference for cavalry archers, though, going from 50 to 70. And this is a good castle. Going to lock down this left side of the map, secure this gold. And this bottom side, with a little bit more walling, could be secured as well. This castle getting denied for now. Should see some camels coming in this general direction pretty soon. And let's see how cavalry archers fare against these camels now. Where's the bloodlines upgrade, though? It's going to be such an important upgrade here. Castle gets up on the bottom now. Don't really have to worry too much about raiding over here now. And ideally, you want to hit the Mongols before they get their castles up. Economies right now, 93 to 123. No Imperial Age for either player, I think. Actually, Team Duo, pretty close to clicking up. Just need a little bit more gold, maybe use the market a bit. And this is going to be a bad fight for them, though. Going to lose a lot of cavalry archers here. Bigger mass coming in the back. We'll save about half of these. And I don't think this fight's going to go too well for the camels. Castle will get up, though. And I think we should see a little bit more micro from these cavalry archers, but I think they will win the fight here. Cavalry archers are going to be a little bit cheaper than camels, keep in mind. And these camels, do they even have bloodlines yet? Finally getting bloodlines, but no +2 armor. And at the end of the day, it looks like the cavalry archers are going to be stronger here, as well as cheaper. Team Duo finally going up to the next age. The bros about to click up right now. Heavy camel is a game changer, but big thing for the Mongols. Mongols don't get plate barding armor on their camels, so not going to be as effective as possible. Especially once Bracer and Chemistry comes on in these cavalry archers. I think the Mongols is in for a tough time right now. You know, are you either going to invest really heavily into camels, get the heavy camel upgrade without that plate barding armor? Or are you going to try to save all your food and gold for Mangudie? Great castles on this top side, pretty much locked down on this bottom side, maybe just a little bit of stone wall through here. And these castle positions are really just what's keeping the Mongols in the game right now. Hidden Gamer saying that we should like to see maybe some skirms and mangoes. Maybe, possibly. You mean for the Mongol player, maybe? Mongols also don't get ring archer armor for skirmishers, which is a big deal. Anyway, just about a 100-point score lead for Team Duo doesn't really mean too much at this stage of the game. 110 villas to 135 villas right now. And these cavalry archers just too strong right now. Big, massive cavalry archers. All we need to see from Team Duo is just a little bit of siege here to push on the castles before Elite Mangudie gets upgraded. And here we've clearly seen the decision from Team Duo. They're not going to invest any more into camels. They're going to go into Elite Mangudie as soon as they can afford it. And again, at the same time, they still haven't invested in the archer upgrades for Mangudie as well. So I think they're in a lot of trouble here. But we don't see any siege from Team Duo. So they're just going to have to rely on raiding right now. And raiding might not be enough here. There's the upgrade. And shortly we should see Elite Mangudie come in. Just with Bodkin Arrow right now, should see Bracer as well. And those are the most important upgrades you need. Husbandry and Bloodlines, of course, have already been completed. This right side pretty much cornered here. Able to access this 1 gold. The bros Xing this gold over here. It's going to be important for them, for their game plan. Just try to get a little bit more space with this castle. Doesn't really have the map control with army to be able to place a castle wherever he wants. So he needs to use this castle here to back him up. And finally some light cav coming in, just trying to raid the opponent to death. Finally, here's the siege workshop for some siege. That could give the killing blow here. But as the game gets later and later, I think the Mongol's going to get stronger and stronger. At least unit for unit here. And Team Duo, they're almost up to 200 population. That's really great. But once you're at 200 population, you've got your strongest units out on the field. The Mongols can have a much stronger army if it's 200 against 200 here. Elite Mangudie are going to be so much more stronger than cavalry archers, mainly due to their fire rate. 10 extra health as well. And there's heavy cavalry archer though, just way ahead in the upgrades department. Look at Hussar also. They have the strong army, just need to add the siege. Finally, a few capped rams. 1 capped ram's not going to cut it, though. We need to see a lot more capped rams. Here goes the Mangudie. That's a lot of Mangudie. They can do a lot of damage here. But at the same time, they are so critical and expensive. And let's see what the Elite Mangudie can do. I don't think they have Thumb Ring at this point, though. Hard to tell. So hard to tell is when I think the Mangudie definitely getting more damage per second here, and the Cavalry Archers are going to retreat for now. Going to fight another day. Definitely the Mangudie winning this fight. KD ratio about 84 to 91 here. The Bros taking the KD ratio now. And if you're Team Duo, you need to push right now. You know, you can't keep letting Mangudie mass up like this. You need to start taking, you need to start hitting the Mongols where it hurts, and hitting them with their castles. Taking out their castles. Siege Ram would be a big upgrade here. It's a bit of a shame the Huns don't get Onager here, because that would have been so useful. A few sneaky rams on this left side. I don't think they're going to get the castle, though. It looks like Team Duo just hitting a wall here. Trebuchet would have been great in this situation. And finally, the Bros taking control of this gold in the bottom side. Now up to 7 castles. Remember, Double Arabia, much more stone on this map than usual, and much more gold. So it's definitely going to be worth it to go for the gold units here. Even if there's a cheaper trash counter available. And if you think about it, just the Mongols going to have a much stronger army here, 200 pop, with all this gold available. One of the strengths of the Huns is perhaps their Hussar. Hussar really don't cost a lot of gold, and that helps them get a lot of bang for their buck on a regular Arabia map, where the gold will run out here. On the other hand, the Mongols, really great siege. You're never going to see siege Onager in a regular Arabia map due to the gold costs associated. But definitely could see it on this map. The Mangudie just going to clean house here. And the Bros... looks like they should be pushing out pretty shortly here. Another castle creeping forward. This will be castle number 8. Still 0 castles for the Huns players here. And population's right about the same right now. And it looks like this is going to be a hole right here, right through this palisade wall. Finally, Elite Skirmisher upgraded. Just a lot of micro involved here. Looks like one player microing at each side of the map right now. And Mangudie are just so damn easy to micro. They fire basically instantly. It's one of the reasons why pro players love to use them so much. Somehow we couldn't get through this palisade wall. I wonder why not. So I think pretty shortly this game should be called. Mongols still has a ton of access to gold here. Their army's clearly much stronger in the situation. And it looks like the Mongols are going to start to add siege right now. Capture I'm already done. Could even see siege Onager. Finally looks like a small victory for the Huns here. Or is it? No, the Mangudie are just too damn strong. I'm the Mangudie on this left side. Gonna take this hill now. Finally, first castle for our Huns players here. Team Duo. The KD's exploding, exactly. Oh my god, what happened to the KD? Look at this, 139 to 259. It was about even maybe 5 minutes ago. need siege when you have Mangudie. And at this point, I think it would be a good time to call GG. With a valiant effort by Team Duo. Siege ram now done. Gonna work on these buildings, take control of this gold here, both these golds here. Nothing to stop these. I don't even know if... I don't know what you can make against this massive Elite Mangudie with the Huns. Oh my god, what the... just line them up and knock them down. That's crazy. GG. I legitimately thought that Team Duo did have an advantage in this game. Didn't raid early on. The camel defense was excellent by the bros. Both players realizing the importance of husbandry in the situation. Finally, at the midpoint of the game, did see some good raiding by Team Duo, especially over here on this right side. Castle defense was very nice. Big weakness for the Mongols, though. Not making camels. And the Huns getting advantage early on. We saw almost a push here, but I think they really could have closed out this game if they just added some siege a lot earlier on. Really focused on the siege. Maybe just cavalry archers and siege. And started to take out the castles of the Mongols. That would have been the key to the game. But that didn't happen. Eventually, with this critical fight over here, able to clear out the army of Team Duo with Elite Mangudie. And 200 pop versus 200 pop. Elite Mangudie just going to shred everything. GG. So KD ratio heavily in favor. Economy is pretty much similar. And much more villagers for Melkor. We're going to require a lot more resources to make a Elite Mangudie. And you can see here the scores flip back and forth at this point.